Yes, we're back.
Yes, welcome back.
So what's that? Orange juice?
Just a little cocktails.
Cocktail? I don't
No,
believe it.
uh, what
I
is
just
this?
run out of my
This is the
orange juice.
peach juice.
So
This is peach.
I can only drink some water, you know.
Cheers. This is
And
also the interest.
I have to save water, so I only drink so little every time.
Okay. So, what do you think? Do you think there are some people they they have an advantage because they are natural born um, learner. They already had the motivation there.
Good question. I believe there are this kind of people, but mostly, um, no, I mean, but what is a pity is I think there are people who are in the middle, like um, in the middle between what's what happened? Why do you laugh?
No, it's always funny when people are in the middle. Like,
Middle, funny. Okay, okay. So I think there should be a third kind of people who are in the middle uh, of natural born learner and people are passive, so passive to learn.
mm-hmm,
So there are some people I think are kind of neutral. Like if you give them chances, they will they will get to find what they are interested in, and they will learn naturally and happily. But why I say is a pity is whether or not the society give them the chances. Mostly the time. Yeah. Do they have time to find out, or they just need to rush? In this in the society of Taiwan, you have to rush. You don't have time to stop, to think, to play, to play what you learn. You don't have time to play, so you don't know. You just skipped of or whatever you might be interested in. So yeah, I think that's a pity. I think there should be more people who would be an active learner
mm-hmm.
if we give them time. Yes.
Mm, yeah, I mean, whatever you do, if you think you are going to learn, you're going to study, it sounds more serious, then just try it or just play with it. Yeah,
Yes.
I
I
think this
think
is the attitude.
yes. Yes. Uh, the term learning is even studying. Studying is even more stressful, right? Learning and studying sounds terrible sometimes, but fundamentally they're just something to get, right? When you're hungry, you try to find food. And if there are no other obstacle, you won't feel stressful when you look for your lunch, look for your dinner,
That's
right?
uh, that's a very interesting thing to discuss because theoretically it's like that, but in reality, you really have to see the difference between like um, an active thought and a passive thought. Yeah. So for this example, I'm hungry and then I'm going to find food. This is actually doesn't it actually doesn't make sense if we go back to the nature because it will be too late. Yeah. Um, yes, you can gather certain foods if you protect the environment. Yes, you can do. But in terms of hunting, yeah, hunting you usually hunt and you also prepare and you don't immediately get it when you need it. Yeah.
Sure,
So for
sure. You
people
have
who
to do it beforehand.
exactly. So for
Yeah.
people who know how to prepare and how to make a plan and how do you say somehow predict the future, um, they have better chance to survive. Yeah. But today, especially for today's children, it might be a little bit different. Everything they want, they might get immediately. It's a very convenient environment. You open the refrigerator, you have the food if you
Yes.
put in. Yeah. So I think for learning as well, yes, theoretically because you need it, so you learn. But the timeline and the situation, the circumstance, like you sometimes, almost all the time, it will be too late when you start to learn when you need it. Yeah.
Yeah. It could be so. It could be so, but I think that's exactly what the education should do. I
Mm-hmm.
always think that, especially the like university education, the main goal of university is not it's not just for you to learn your major, but to help you be a better learner. I don't know how many people realize that, because after school, uh, most people have to face the um, the challenge or the task to find a job. Not just to find a job, but to you have to start to deal with your life uh, from that very moment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Usually after university, you're living home, right? So there's so many you have to react. If you can learn fast, if you couldn't learn fast, you couldn't react better. So for me, if you don't, if you never learn how to learn, especially how to learn fast in school, in a university, then um, the value of your education uh, just cut half.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah. Um, I always feel like university, particularly, um, like graduate, like not undergraduate.
Yes.
Um, I think it's more like for me is purely academic. I think I really think a society we don't need everybody goes to university. This is what I feared. I feel
Yeah.
like university should be even more flexible than what it is right now, because it's
Yes.
supposed to be more advanced,
Yes.
um, advanced learning, advanced tutoring, and technical support. So for whatever you want to learn, whatever you want to be, and it become like a great all-around support. Um, but obviously, we don't treat this way. Like it's like okay, you have one major, you're supposed to go into the major, like, and you're supposed to choose the major when you were in a high school in Taiwan. It's like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I found this really, really. I mean, there's a lot to improve, um, but um, yeah. So this is a question. Do you think there's a lot to improve as well? Okay. I
You mean
would.
the
You
university
can.
education
Yeah, you
or
can.
education in general?
The higher education. So,
Higher.
but you can answer in next episode. Okay.
Okay.